next to them. Relax, get a drink, get comfortable, and enjoy today's experience. In the summer of 1998, she and a buddy were preparing to attend a party. They were going to an intersection when a bus suddenly appeared from their side. Everything happened so quickly that they had no chance to react in any manner. She heard a huge bang, and time appeared to slow down, like in a movie. She watched the windshield continue to shatter, like a layer of frost on the glass. Shards of glass started flying everywhere. She stared out the window with horror in her heart. They were moving closer and closer to the concrete piles by the side of the road, which were like a relentless giant waiting for them. She realized they might die in this crash. Many thoughts raced through her head at that instant. She pondered about her family and her unmet goals. She regretted not cherishing each moment of her existence. Suddenly, the chaotic sounds around her vanished, as did the bumpy feeling. She felt a pair of warm arms hug her tightly. Even though she couldn't see him, she could sense his presence, concern, and protection over her. In his embrace, she felt emancipated in both body and soul. She began to move up. As she peered down, she saw the horrific aftermath of the crash. The truck had been severely distorted by the hit. Pieces of glass were spread everywhere, and the adjacent roads had become extremely chaotic. The crash scene was tense. She noticed police cars and ambulances approaching the scene. She envisioned herself being taken on a stretcher. Her face was paler and expressionless. She experienced no fear or pain since she knew she was now protected. She had arrived to a land of light, free of sorrow and stress, and filled with serenity and love. She was filled with immense delight and happiness. After a while, they arrived at their destination. To her right was a city made of glass-like materials that reflected beautiful light. The entire city emanated a sense of majesty and mystery, like a magical fantasy. There was a magnificent field to her left. In this field, children raced joyfully, their laughter booming in the air. She also spotted numerous animals. This was a lovely paradise in which all creatures coexisted. She was about to proceed down the brook when the angel beside her stopped her, and she could now see his face fully. He was about 30 years old and dressed elegantly in a beige robe that radiated warmth. The robe was made of a smooth, silky cloth. His eyes were extremely bright, as if they could see into people's hearts. He smiled so lovingly that she felt totally loved and understood. He had long, silky blonde hair and perfect skin. His presence made her feel completely cared for. He was like a soul guide, helping her through the chaos and unknown to a better future. He grinned at her and said, "Come, follow me." She entered one of the buildings, guided by the angel. The constructions were magnificent, with some roofs that appeared to vanish from sight. Stepping inside, she was surprised by the grandeur of the room, which resembled a large library with plenty of space. Thousands of scrolls were meticulously placed from top to bottom in this vast library. Many people, immersed in reading these scrolls, warmly welcomed her and acknowledged her entrance. A sense of belonging rushed over her, as if she had discovered the home she had been looking for. She was invited to join them and discovered a community that values collaboration above competitiveness. Intrigued, she read a scroll that detailed a person's existence from birth to death, recognizing that everyone had a predefined purpose on Earth. Before entering the world, it appeared that people had decided how they would live. These life stories included both joy and happiness, as well as suffering and obstacles, which are not intrinsically good or evil, but play important parts in the human experience. Each life's journey was unique, with each experience playing an important role in personal development. She discovered that the purpose of life was not in seeming good or terrible experiences, but in the truth and wisdom gained from them. Every event, whether joyful or challenging, provided an opportunity for the spirit to grow and expand. Imperfections were equally important, contributing to resilience and creating a desire for a better future. Recognizing that a world based solely on convenience and accessibility would lack motivation for advancement, she realized the significance of always surpassing oneself in order to create a better world. Her newfound knowledge was beyond the limitations of human cognition, similar to being given the answer to a math problem without understanding the calculation method. As she exited the hospital, the memory of her ghostly encounter lingered, a bizarre experience that left an unforgettable impression on her worldview. The routine things of daily life suddenly bore tremendous significance, and she embraced each moment with renewed gratitude. In the weeks that followed, she dug into study and literature, hoping to better comprehend the relationship between the mystical and the scientific. Her curiosity drove her to investigate old ideologies and modern beliefs, hoping to reconcile the realms she had crossed during her otherworldly adventure. Her encounter with the angel prompted a shift in her, both physically and spiritually. She was drawn to acts of love and compassion, realizing the interconnectedness of all beings. The hospital became a haven of healing, not only for her bodily wounds, but also for her soul, as she made connections with other patients and medical staff. As she re-entered the world outside the hospital, the colors seemed more vibrant, and the air felt charged with tangible energy. The commonplace became exceptional, and she relished in the beauty of life. Each sunrise was a masterpiece, and every grin she saw had the potential to brighten her day. Her friend's recuperation was a gradual one, punctuated by setbacks and minor wins. They worked together to overcome the problems, drawing strength from their common experience. The fragility of life was a constant companion, reminding them to enjoy the present moment and treasure the ties that had enriched their lives. The adventure extended beyond the hospital walls as she sought meaning and purpose. The angelic experience served as a guiding beacon, leading her on a journey of self-discovery and service to others. Life's twists and turns were opportunities for growth, and she faced the uncertainty with a strong attitude. If you too are looking for inspiration and a better understanding of the mysteries woven into the fabric of reality, I invite you to join our community of seekers. Subscribe to join us on an introspective and exploratory trip, with each story serving as a stepping stone to enlightenment. Let us understand the mystery of life and enjoy the remarkable in the commonplace. Story 2. Died, and angels revealed the truth. Humanity's hidden mission revealed. In 2015, while working the night shift at a nursing home, I discovered significant moments by supporting elderly residents who awoke looking for companionship. One individual, in particular, mused by the window every night, focusing on her late husband. I would silently accompany her, providing quiet but considerable support. During this time, I observed a worsening in my mental health and irregular menstrual cycles, which occurred nearly twice a month. I attributed these changes to my night shifts at first, but then rejected them. However, after several months with no improvement, I decided to seek medical attention. The doctor discovered a significant reduction in my blood cell count, necessitating dialysis. Furthermore, I was diagnosed with significant uterine fibroids, which required quick action. Despite the difficulties in deciding, I recognized the significance of a hysterectomy for my health. Prior to the surgery, I had several hospital trips for blood transfusions in order to recover my blood cell count. My post-surgical recuperation included daily workouts to gradually rebuild strength. Despite missing my daughter's wedding during this difficult period, I felt the difficult procedure was worthwhile as my health steadily improved. 4 months after surgery, another setback happened. Major infection in the surgical site resulted in severe discomfort and a hospital admission. The doctor pledged to do everything he could to help despite not knowing what caused the condition. In the hospital, despite their anguish, I witnessed my daughter and husband trying to be strong. However, the discomfort made it difficult to stay calm. I felt my body slow down, life fading away, and then a tremendous dizziness overtook me. I felt as though I was floating out of bed, leaving my body behind. In this moment, I felt a deep warmth and entered a beautiful and tranquil realm, where all of my pain vanished in an instant. I felt instantly more relaxed as I watched the physicians operate the ventilator and the nurses communicate anxiously on the side. Suddenly, I felt someone near me. Looking up, I was surprised to see a human standing there, providing comfort and warmth. Her figure appeared to be formed of soft light, with a pure and dignified face and a smile full of love and warmth, like a lovely ray of sunlight shining through my heart. She had a silken robe and a pair of white wings on her back, emitting a shimmering light that filled the entire room. This light surrounded me in a warm hug, making me feel less alone. I knew she was my guardian angel, and in that instant, all sorrow and anxiety vanished, and my soul was free. I no longer felt alone or terrified since I knew my angel was with me, offering strength and comfort. In that moment, I felt the beauty and wonder of life, even though my comprehension was limited. I believe that love served as a bridge between life and death. Inquiring about my mother's presence, my angel verified the prospect of meeting her. Despite this amazing chance, I hesitated to make an early decision. Within the luminous area, a serenity that I couldn't define overwhelmed me. An increased sense akin to my church experiences, but on a larger scale, it was as if I were in a realm beyond reality, surrounded by unlimited love and peace. I was abruptly sucked back into my body, reacquainted with agony. My husband was beside my bedside, and I realized I had not died. Yet every time I closed my eyes, I could feel my angel's warmth and affection. Over the next 2 days, I alternated between the two universes. In the angel's presence, I noticed the contour of my body surrounded by a golden glow, a flowing, interconnected light. In that state, I felt inextricably connected to the cosmos, entwined with everything. I assaulted the angel with questions, eager to understand the mysteries of life. When I inquired about the purpose of our life on earth, she replied, to discover unconditional love within, and then offer it to others. We are all on this journey, and the difference between us is how well we understand love. No way is superior or more important. We are all evolving and changing. This response made me realize that love is our common purpose and mission, regardless of our experiences and origins. Everyone's journey of growth is unique. Asked again about returning to Earth, and the angel said, "It is your option. You will have countless opportunities throughout your life to select whether to stay on Earth or return home." As I considered my response, I felt a deep connection with the angels, grieved by the prospect of leaving this wonderful location. Suddenly, memories of my child emerged. Knowing she had overcome hardships, losing her mother would be unbearable for her. Recognized the importance of being selfless. While understanding the potential of returning to this cosmic location one day, I recognized my responsibilities. I couldn't allow my daughter go through any more pain. Looking at the angels around me, I came to a decision. I wanted to stay on Earth. My responsibility as a mother required me to be present for my daughter, offering love and support. I couldn't avoid taking responsibility for my personal desires. In a brief experience with angels, I understood the profound significance and value of life, as well as the responsibilities that lied ahead. After making my decision, a force tugged me back into the real world. My senses gradually returned, and I became aware of my body, my heart's steady pulse, and the world around me. Struggling to open my eyes, the hospital's white walls and the hum of medical equipment became clear. Slowly regaining control, I tried to move my fingers, feeling my body's response. With time, I regained control of my body, and there stood the doctor. The doctor informed me that my appendix had unexpectedly ruptured 2 days before, resulting in a severe infection. Fortunately, the antibiotics I had already taken had a significant impact on stopping the infection's spread. If my health had been less robust, the outcome could have been different. This incident increased my appreciation for life. I consciously opted to stay on Earth, supporting my loved ones and persevering through the world's struggles and growth. This incident spurred my drive to face life's obstacles head-on. My release from the hospital marked the beginning of a new chapter in my life. This unforgettable encounter gave me a new perspective on life, pushing me to enjoy each day as if it were my last. Trivial issues that used to bother me no longer cause anxiety. Instead, I concentrate focusing on and cherishing each individual moment. My outlook has shifted as well, recognizing everyone's interconnectivity, despite their various life experiences, has helped me realize our shared aims and destinies. During a recent health test, I told the doctor my tale, and he expressed confidence in my ability to survive against the odds. This priceless event compelled me to reconsider my principles and life goals. It boosted my determination to achieve my goals and motivated me to live a more meaningful life.